Hello everyone! Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, that was loud. I have been avoiding doing any videos on DDLC because I actually just already know, everything about this game. I have gone through and watched 6 people play it. If you don't know, I won't spoil, but I know all of the twists and whatnot. So when somebody sent me DDLC Plus, I was like, oh, cool. I can do videos on the bonus content of it. Except that I have to play through the whole game in order to do that. So I'm just gonna play through the game because why not? And, if I'm already gonna do DDLC, I might as well. So I'm just gonna play through this and hopefully it's not too loud. I have a new pair of headphones. And I sound like I am super quiet on these headphones. I'm suspecting that's not the case. But the headphones make me sound really quiet to myself because they're noise canceling headphones. Which is really cool, but also a little annoying because I'm not hearing myself quite as well, and so now I feel like I'm really quiet. So hopefully the audio's okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump in here, starting a new game. Unfortunately, like I said, I haven't actually played it myself, but I know all of the stuff. So I'm not going to be like, oh no, when some of the stuff happens. So it is what it is. Also, I've watched many YouTubers play this, and I kind of have headcanon voices from those YouTubers. It's kind of like what happened with Undertale. I always see Sans as Barry, and I always see freaking Papyrus as Ross, and I can't unhear that just at all. So basically I'm going to attempt to do what I consider to be their voices. I don't know how well they will translate. I don't know how this will work. I actually did, in case anybody's wondering, I did start playing at one point. I recorded an entire episode and then discovered OBS had been muted, so yay! Anyway, hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oddly enough, believe it or not, according to my computer, I am struggling to record this. It is running at 100% CPU right now. This is what I have. I don't know. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Serene. Well, if people should stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee hee. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Serene, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Do you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I'm having issues telling whether it's Sayori or myself because we both start with S. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Because I have no clue but to start with no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay! Yes, let's go! Sorry, I shifted and that freaking rumbled the microphone. See, I have this issue where my house is sideways. Not legitimately sideways, but like the spot that I sit on is slightly like tilted. And my chair has wheels, so I like roll along the tilt. And so I have some things blocking me from literally rolling into the wall. But sometimes the wheels like turn and then they stop being caught on the things that are blocking it, and I start sliding to the left. It's really annoying. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? Glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Serene, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I hope I'm... Whoa, okay. I just almost fell in my chair. I hope I'm distinguishing... I had this issue the first time I recorded, where I could not get Sayori and Natsuki's voice to be, like, different. Hopefully I'm doing better at that, so... Sorry, Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Serene. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. I do kind of wish that you could set your gender, just because that would be cool, but it's fine. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. It would be interesting because that would technically make all of the characters bisexual or pansexual or something to that degree. I think that would be neat, but I think the characters are just canonically, like, straight, so I don't know. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Serene. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. It's already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Actually, I mentioned last time I tried to record this. When I eat cupcakes, I always, take the wrapping off, and then I eat from the bottom up. That way I get the front, the last few bites are the frosting section. You know, there's just enough cupcake left over that I can, bite the icing, and have a couple of, actual bites of something other than just frosting. But I always, start at the bottom. Usually, actually, what I'll do is I will pull like the top half off that has the frosting on it, and I'll like eat the bottom half, and then I'll like start munching on the top half. So unless there is no frosting, if there is frosting, then usually, or if there is not frosting, then usually I take it and I bite at the very top of the muffin. I just like remembered that because I usually eat. I like to buy these chocolate chip muffins. They're really good. But I realize now, like, oh, wait, when I eat those, I don't do that. I bite the very, like, I look for the pointiest point, and I'm like, take a bite out of that first. It's really funny. And then after I've taken that first bite, I then work my way all the way around. Because there's always that, like, part that kind of sticks out from the rest, right? So, I'll eat in, like, a circle all the way around. And then I'll eat downward the rest of the way. It's kind of funny. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, how do you eat muffins? And, oh, yeah, because I guess, because there's muffins, right? And then there's cupcakes. So, like, cupcakes you eat from the bottom up because they have icing. Muffins you eat from the top down because they don't have icing. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Whatever. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? And finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, does a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't know if I'm doing good. I'm trying to do, like, deep feminine voice. And, like, in order to get to feminine voice, I have to, like, do one thing to change my voice. And then, I get basically what I'm doing for Monica, which is this. But then, like, I have to then deepen that. And it's a little difficult to do that. So, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Like Natsuki, I'm just doing this. I know that that's probably not like feminine at all, but oh well. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Unfortunately, I'm already doing normal voice for Monica, high-pitched voice for Sayori, and low-pitched voice for Yuri. So I have no idea what I would do. Like, I don't have that much control over my voice. Like, I know there's some voice actors that can just completely change their voice. I'm just like, how do you do that? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delayed by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Serene, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I love that line, just because it's like, wait, what? Like, because you already know that something's, like, not right, you know? Because you load up the game and it's like, hey, just so you know, this is a horror game. In fact, the DDLC Plus version, when you load it up, it's like, just so you know, this is a horror game. Do you agree? And you click the button, but then it brings up a second window that's like, just so that you know. These are some of the things that you'll have to deal with in this story. Are you okay with that? It asks you basically 3 times before you can get into the game. It's really hilarious. So, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. This year, at this rate, Harry might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Hey, give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm that cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I do wonder exactly which things I'm going to have to edit, because I know I'm going to have to edit, like, a couple of things. But, like, I'm not sure what exactly YouTube will, like, actually allow or not, like, without issue. So, I am just a little curious. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Serene? Monica smiles sweetly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Tori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Serene, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yeah, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Serene, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Serene, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Oh boy. Actually, I'm on par with like where it was in the last recording, I think, if I remember right. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So I do know, actually, that there is achievements if you can pick everything for like one character. Like if you can get all 20 of them to be one character. Last time I got 18 out of 20 for Yuri. I ended up with one for Sayori and one for Natsuki. So I'm going to pick one, and then we'll see who likes that word, and then we'll see if we can try and figure out words that match that character. Let's start with Vivid. Oh, it's Yuri again. Oh boy. Okay. I was hoping to get somebody other than Yuri, since I did Yuri's first one already. But it's fine. I can work with this. So if we're going for Yuri, I do remember Infinite is one. Let's see. Effulgent. I don't know what that word means. What is effulgent? Shining brightly. Radiant. That is definitely not one for Yuri. Okay. Let's see. Tears. No, it's Sayori. Okay. Well, here. Why not? Let's restart. And let's see what we get this time. Just because we utterly failed that. Like, I would like to get Sayori, since this is my only chance to, like, get through Sayori's. And then after that, like, you would have Natsuki and Yuri that you can, like, go for. But I don't know. Family. Hey, there's a Sayori. Okay. Also, if you save and reload, it will actually wipe all of your progress here, so I can't even, like, save after each one. So, oh boy. Problem is I know that Sayori's tend to be, like, the depressing ones. Music is one, so that's good. Sunny. Okay. The depressing ones. And then the three I picked have all been, like, happy words. Skipping. Oh, that was freaking Natsuki. Swimsuit. That's also Natsuki. What the frick? Oh my gosh. Games. That's... Oh my gosh. Well, now I've got 3 and 3. Wow, I'm doing even worse this time than last time. It's not as easy. Oddly, it's not as easy to pick out Sayori or Natsuki's, like, separately. Color. Hey, there we go. And I don't have a guide. I'm sure there is one out there, but I don't have one. I'm not planning to use one, so. Nightgown. That's not a freaking 4. 4 to 4. Unaliving. Apparently that one is Yuri. That surprises me. I actually thought that would go to Sayori, but apparently not. I guess that makes sense. I swear, I remember looking up a guide, and I swear I remember Sayori's being, like, mostly the depressing ones. Skirt? That's another Natsuki. Laugh. Now we're, what, 5 to 5? Well, no, I might be one ahead on somebody. Because I only picked one for Yuri. Well, no, because we're on 12. So I've done 5 and 5 plus... Yeah, that makes 11. Duh, I'm smart. Rainbow. Pure. Charm. Also, I got an achievement last time because I took, because I was, focused, trying to get a specific person. Last time I was trying to get Yuri, since Yuri was the one I clicked first. But I got an achievement that popped up that said, stay on this screen long enough that the music loops. I was like, oh, nice. Precious. Prayer. Yeah, okay, I think we're far enough into Yuri that we've got this. Sunset? Smile. All of hers have actually been the happy ones so far, so that kind of surprises me. But if so, I will try to keep that in mind. Desire. That's Yuri. I'm not surprised. Rose? There we go. I think we got more Sayoris than anyone else, which is good. Hi again, Serene. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Serene. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Serene always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Serene can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm really not. Like, I had it for just a moment there, and now I can't get it back. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. It's definitely easier to go from, like, Monica to Yuri than try to go from anything to Yuri. Alright. Well, here. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hey! We didn't get Yuri! So this will actually be different from the one I did last time. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's that? What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think... Sorry, I had something like stuck in my mouth. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, I still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Blah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen the Sayori stories, so this is new to me. So, don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh my god. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. Hence, how they, made it so that it's still unbuttoned here, right? That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Serene, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. That tripped me up the first time. I'm always used to hearing loose leaf paper. But it's just loose leaf. I was like, okay. But it made me have to read it 3 times. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, that is officially where I was when I last recorded this. So, this is where I ended the episode last time, so this is where I'm going to end the episode this time. I do hope you all have enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below, where there's a link to the playlist. Or rather, you can check the playlist. Oh my gosh, sometimes I still do it, and I hate it. But yes, you can check the playlist for more episodes. That said, in the description down below, what you can find is links to both Discord and Patreon, where you can come on out, hang out with us, chat, all of that. And maybe starting real soon, get to see some exclusive previews of a video game that I am making. How about that? Anyway, with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.